Live IELTS class. My name is Adrian, and I'm streaming to you live from beautiful Budapest here in Central Europe near the Danube River. I hope everybody is having a great week so far. In this class, we are going to cover a Task 2 writing example with the Band 9 sample response. And this class is a members chat class. To be a member, simply click the join button beside the subscribe button. If you do not see the join button, then send me an email and I can give you more instructions. Adrian, A-D-R-I-A-N, at aehelp.com. Of course, everybody is welcome to watch, and in about 90 minutes, we will have a class where everybody can chat that will focus on reading. These materials, these strategies for lots more sample essays, check us out at aehelp.com for the academic version of the IELTS exam. And for the general, please take a look at gieltshelp.com. On both of these websites, we have loads of great materials for you. Including original practice exams, over 100 hours of video lessons in HD, as well as a fully interactive course for your phone, tablet, PC. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Rajveer. Good to see members joining in on the class. While we wait for a few more members, just a quick look at our websites. This is the academic version here. Click that big red button to join. Once you do, you'll have a My Student account. In your My Student account, you have all these goodies. You have computer-based practice exams, full online course, workbooks, study plans, lesson videos, audio CDs, and even more services. So make sure to check that out. This is the general version of the same website. For the general IELTS students, click that big red button to join us there. Lots of members joining in simultaneously. Nice. Hi, Yextan. Hi, Amira Rajamanikam and Ferdovs. All right, everyone. Make sure to get our apps. Academic IELTS Help, General IELTS Help from Google Play, Apple App Stores. Also, you can get our books from Amazon. Our practice exams in paper version as well. Search for AE Helps Academic IELTS or GE Helps General IELTS on Amazon. Okay, students, so task 2 right now. Later today, in 90 minutes, reading. Then tomorrow, some more task 2 and a task 1. And then on the 25th, some more reading and speaking part 2. Let's take a look at today's question. All right, members, read the question with me. Focus, comprehend. You should spend about 40 minutes on this task. Doctors agree that for a long, healthy life, people need to do at least 20 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, whereby they increase their heart rate, such as running or swimming. Even though most people know this, they do not do a regular cardiovascular activity. In your opinion, what are the reasons for this, and how can this be changed? Kind of an interesting, provocative question for today. Hi, Sergey. Welcome aboard to our group of members. Make sure to send me an email. Thanks for joining. All right. And again, give examples and explanations from your own experience. Okay, students. Let's paraphrase this. So everybody knows, or most of you know, that you should regularly paraphrase task 2 questions to make sure you understand what the question really is asking and you stay on topic. So let's do that. All right, Sergey, and you're in the chat. Awesome. Okay, so let's paraphrase this. I'm going to do the same. Okay. And just do your best, okay? If you don't know a synonym or another way to express an idea, just use the same words. Try to, when you're paraphrasing, try to have about 70% word replacement, Okay, your goal should be to have at least 70%. If you can do 100%, that's great. But if you can't, then your goal should be at least 70% for paraphrasing. Okay, so let's paraphrase this question together. Okay, I've gotten this far. Let's see how you're doing. Okay, so far I've gotten physicians see eye to eye over the years that for a fit life, individuals must do a minimum of 20 minutes heart exercise. So doctors, another way to say doctors in English is physicians. Doctor, physicians. Agree, an idiom or an expression for agreeing is see eye to eye. Okay, for a long time, over the years. Healthy life, people, fit life, individuals. This part I kept more or less the same. Must instead of need to do at least 20 minutes of heart exercise. Heart exercise is a little bit awkward, but it's acceptable in English. The exact term is cardiovascular exercise. Cardio meaning the heart, vascular meaning the system of veins and arteries in the body. Okay? In which they have elevated heart rate. So increased heart rate when your heart is pounding quickly. That's also called elevated heart rate. So if you ever go to the doctor or you check your pulse and your heart rate, if it's going faster than it should, it's called an elevated heart rate. Okay? Yvonne, I'm not sure what you're asking with do we need to underline that 20 minutes every day? Okay, I'm not sure why you're asking that. You'll have to clarify. Okay? All right, and then running, jogging, it's close synonym. Swimming, really one way to say it, swimming. Okay? And then even though I'm starting here with although, so giving you some chances to paraphrase. So Rajveer says, medical professionals believe that for longevity and a healthy lifestyle, individuals should do some aerobic exercises, such as running and swimming for at least 20 minutes to increase heart rate. Rajveer, that is beautiful paraphrasing. I did my paraphrasing piece by piece, and it's okay to do that. The higher level of paraphrasing is what Rajveer is doing, where Rajveer is looking at the entire block of information and paraphrasing it in his own words. And that's fantastic, Rajveer. Good job. That's the higher level paraphrasing, and that's what everybody should work towards, where you can read the whole sentence and then express the same idea using your own words. Okay? All right, I see more paraphrasing coming up. I'm going to finish mine at the same time, and then I will give you feedback on yours. Paraphrasing is one of the most essential practice strategies to improve your band scores on the IELTS exam, okay? The three big ones are critical thinking, paraphrasing, and visualization. And for those of you who do have our premium packages from our websites, you know this. You know this. So always take time to paraphrase, all right? So although many individuals are aware of this fact, they avoid doing regular And very nice paraphrasing there, Rajveer, with the aerobic activity. In your, or from your point of view, or from your perspective, what are the causes for this? And how can it be remedied? Okay, that's the end of my paraphrase. Provide explanations and examples from your own knowledge. Okay, so that's the full paraphrase there. Ferdows says, physicians believe that individuals have to do a minimum exercise for the heart to be healthy and live longer. Ferdows, you retracted your message just as I was reading it, but I thought it was quite a good start. Okay. Rodrigo Duarte says, doctors state that for a better life, individuals should work out for 20 minutes minimum as they increase heartbeat, like running and swimming. Rodrigo, nice. Okay, I like it. I like it. Nice. Good use of your own words. Medical experts prescribe a dedicated 20 minutes for each day to practice cardiovascular training or cardio training sessions, which can consist of jogging, cycling, or even aerobics. Okay, Danielle, you're giving a little bit of your own information, like cycling, but that's good, okay? Cycling could be, sure. Shang Hung says, medical professionals claim that if humans want to live longer and healthier, 20 minutes of exercise, including heart-related sports, is required, such as jogging or swimming. Although most individuals have this consensus, they do not make it a daily routine. Shang Hung, really nice paraphrasing. Students, I want to hug you. I'm giving you a virtual hug. That's my hug for appreciating that you are doing a great job and you're really improving your grammar and your vocabulary. Canadians, you'll realize we love to hug. We're a hugging people. But really, you are doing a fantastic job. I wouldn't say that. You move me with your improvements in your language skills. That's great, students. Really, really good. Okay, I'm very impressed. Hard work pays off, no question about it. All right, everyone. So we've got the paraphrase. I think we're all on the same page now. We definitely do have the right idea of what's being asked. So it's a problems and solutions type of situation related to cardiovascular exercise and a lack of doing this. So now, what's our next step? So we have clarity. We want direction. What is our next step? What should we do after we've completed the paraphrase? Rajveer, I see you're paraphrasing as well there. It's nice. You finished it. Okay, it's good. So Yexdun says, let's identify the topic. Yeah, okay, good. So identify the topic. So what is the topic here? Very good. Let's do that. Absolutely. So what is the topic? What are we talking about here? Yeah, Amira says, identify the topic, identify the controlling idea, or sometimes ideas, multiple, right? So give me the answers to these, students. What is the topic? What are we discussing? And in relation to this topic, what are we talking about? Let's see if we can have consensus ourselves on the topic of this essay. So Rajveer Singh here says the benefits of regular cardiovascular exercise. Rodrigo says working out for a healthier life. Okay, Rodrigo, you're kind of on the right track too, but notice how with Rajveer, he's more specific, right? So it's not just simply working out, but specifically cardiovascular exercise. And Roshni says the same, so regular cardiovascular exercise. Okay, Shang Hung says aerobic exercise for daily health. So if we look at Shang Hung, if we look at Rodrigo, we look at Rajveer, you're all three basically are saying the same idea, and that gives you assurance that you're on the right topic. Okay, if you're working in a classroom studying with other IELTS students, that's one way that you can usually realize that you have the right topic when many other people have the same idea. Okay, it's usually the right idea. Okay, so regular cardiovascular exercise, that's what we're talking about. Okay, sure, great. So regular cardiovascular exercise, the benefits of, and so on and so forth. What are the controlling ideas here? So, okay, we're talking about regular cardiovascular exercise. In what way? So how to do it better, how to do it more, what people say about it. So what ideas control this topic in this question? Rajveer says, high five. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to create some special emojis members for us over the next couple of weeks as well, I promise. So you can do these kinds of emojis for each other. So maybe I'll do one for high five, Rajveer. Okay. So what are we talking about in relation to regular cardiovascular exercise? What do we want to know? Keep it simple. Okay, hopefully you'll come up with the same as me. So the reasons most people don't do it, even though they know it's important, and the way we can change this. Okay, so that would be the controlling ideas. Okay. Yeah, so Shang Hung says why people cannot achieve this and what's the solution. Yeah, Roshni agrees. Why people don't do it, how can we change? Exactly, that's the controlling idea. Good, okay, so let's do a little bit of what, why, how. Okay, so first with the topic. Okay. Now, this is going to help us write the introduction. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, of course, in the official IELTS, you will have to do this quickly in your head, but at home, you must do it on paper so you can do it quickly in your head during the actual exam, right? So what is regular cardiovascular exercise? Okay. Now the question, now it says 20 minutes a day. Okay. Doing some kind of activity which increases heart rate. By 50 to 80%, let's say, okay? So that's what it is. All right. Now, here's a good question. Why? So, and maybe if people thought about this more, they would do it more. So why? Why, members? Why should we do this regular exercise? And of course, sure, so the question tells us it's to be healthy, but can you give me a little bit more information of what you actually achieve when you do this? Okay. And you can do it in a lot of different ways. You can do it with yoga, with stretch yoga, Rajveer, as well. And for doves, yeah, to live longer and healthier. But why? Why do we actually live longer and healthier? So can you tell me that? Can we give a little bit more information to our reader? What does cardiovascular exercise do? Okay, so Rajveer says to remain fit and alleviate the chances of disease. Another way to say that, Rajveer, is to strengthen the immune system. Right? And I know it's cold season, flu season in many parts of the world right now. Here in Europe, a lot of people are suffering with the flu right now as we're changing in the winter season, the climate and the temperatures and everything. So we want to strengthen our immune system. Mahesh says better blood pressure. Yeah, regulate blood pressure. Okay. Why am I telling you to go beyond this? So this is in the question, right? But I'm telling you to go beyond what's in the question. And the reason why is because when you think about these members and then you use these words in the introduction or in the introductory paragraph, you're going to get a higher band score for lexical resource, for going into details, for coherence. So although you might be thinking, oh, really? Do I need to know this for the IELTS exam? Yeah, absolutely you do. If you want to get a band 7, 8, 9, especially if you're doing the academic version, then definitely you want to go this extra step. That's what gets you the extra band scores. Okay? All right. Yexton, very good. So Yexton says, by doing this exercises, we sweat, which reduces heart rate and blood pressure. Yeah. So regulates blood pressure, reduce weight, stabilize metabolism, improve fluid exchange in the body. So all of these reasons, right, that come to mind. Now again, in the official exam, these should be happening in your head, but at home, you're writing these down. So you're learning the English language, plus you're training your brain to think quickly and accurately to come up with these ideas, right? Yeah, so Amira says to burn extra fat and lose weight. Yeah, which is, of course, important. Sure, okay. And just a little bit from my own book of knowledge, as many of you know, we have muscle tissue around our cardiovascular system, which is great, it helps, but movement is very important for the endocrine system, all those glands, the lymphatic system in your body, which requires movement to work. And a lot of people forget that. But anyway, that's maybe a little bit too much biology for the IELTS exam, but it's food for thought. Okay, so how can we do this? Lots of activities, right? Lots of activities that require movement. Dance, running, swimming, cycling, climbing, okay? Lots of activities to do it, so lots of different ways. All right, let's get into the next part here, of course, that makes up the body paragraphs. So now the controlling idea, what, why, how. And the reason we do this is because this will be the information for the thesis and the body paragraphs. Okay? So this is how you structure and predict your essay before you start writing so that you have quick writing. Okay? By doing this, you actually speed up the writing process. It becomes much more connected, much more cohesive, and much more coherent. So, what is it that people don't do? Such exercise, okay, we get, that's an easy one. So they do not exercise their heart. So that's a given. I'm just writing this down. Why? So why do people not do cardiovascular exercise? And I think, Rajveer, in one of the question and answer sessions, you asked, right? Like, how can I get the right ideas? And this is really where you want to focus. I think it was either Roshni or Rajveer. I'm sorry, I don't remember which one of you asked me, like, Adrian, how do I get the best points for my thesis? How do I identify these? Because that's really what makes the essay, and that's how I can create a very strong spine. I think it was Rajveer that says the thesis is the spine, and I need to create a very strong spine for the essay because it will be much stronger. Yeah, Rajveer, it was you, right? So this is really where you want to focus your thoughts, right? Is why do people not do cardiovascular exercise? Okay, and I can see a lot of you are saying because of a busy lifestyle. Okay. All right, busy lifestyle. Any other reasons? So busy lifestyle. Anything else? So Yexton says people have a hectic schedule. People find it tiring. Gunkai Ren says doing exercise usually requires physical effort and produces pain. Ferdov says lazy or more entertainment. Yeah, so I think lazy is a good idea, and Shang Hung agrees. People are lazy, okay? So, all right, great. So again, if I asked 10 people to give me answers, then probably a lot of people would give these two answers. So these would be top level answers. So if I asked a lot of people, if I did a survey, okay, and I said, why do you not do regular exercise? I'm sure a lot of people would say, well, I'm too busy. And then a lot of people would probably say, I'm just lazy to do it. I'll be honest, I'm lazy to do it. Okay, now when you get these 2 points, then you want to think, okay, so are they exclusive? So is having a busy lifestyle different from being lazy? Yes. Okay, lazy is not wanting to do it. Busy is not finding the time to do it. Okay, they're 2 different points. So they are exclusive. So you can talk about busy and you can talk about lazy separately. Right? Perfect. Okay. Now, some people say, you know, not having access to resources, but Rajveer, let's be honest with each other, that's not a top level answer because that's one of the cheapest excuses, right? Everybody can just, even in one spot, jump up and down for 20 minutes and there's your cardiovascular exercise. So, so busy lifestyle and lazy, I think, are the better answers. So busy lifestyle and lazy are the better answers. Okay. All right, so how is this? Okay, now I'll kind of go through the answers. You're probably thinking about this as well. So busy with work and family. Okay, no time left in the day. All right. And then for because people are lazy, they do not want to spend the time on exercise, but prefer entertainment or rest instead, right? Going to bed, sitting on the couch, going to the movies, something like that. All right. Okay, let's go to the next question here. What's my next question? What should I ask? So before I compose my thesis, before I get to my thesis, what should I ask? So, what should I ask of myself? Yeah, Amira says the solutions. Okay. So what are the solutions? Okay. What do you think? That's a really good question. I'm sure a lot of viewers are interested in this, not just for learning English, but actually interested in what you think are the solutions for this. So what are the solutions for a busy life? Let's start with that one. So what's the solution for being too busy? How can that problem be solved? It's a really good question. Okay, Shanghung says, do exercise early in the morning. Okay, that I think Shanghung might be better even for the how. Okay. Roshni says schedule the exercise. Yeah. Sure. Mahesh says encourage them to do exercise, but who is encouraging them? Okay, Mahesh, only a person themselves can do that, right? Ferdov says government should create rules like do exercise at work and schools. Okay, make exercise mandatory at school and work. And there are some cultures like that in Japan and in many parts of China. Shanghung, you might correct me on this. I know you're from Taiwan, but if I'm not mistaken, in many parts of China as well, it's basically mandatory to do exercise at the company or in the school. Okay. All right. How about this one, students? Make exercising a priority. Okay. And I'll let you in on a little secret from my own life and my own successes. One of my mantras, it's one of the things that I believe, and it's one of my core values in life, is exercise above all else. Okay. So I'm just kind of giving you this from my own life. Okay. Yeah, Amira, very nice. So Amira, you're on the same page as me. So set it as a primary goal, right? So one of my mantras is exercise above all else, even before business and family. Why? Because if I'm fit, I can build my business and be strong for my family. Okay. If I get sick, I can't help my daughter do her homework. I can't do another IELTS video if I'm sneezing and coughing. And you all know this that have been with me for a long time, right? So make exercise a priority, okay? So when somebody has a busy schedule, making exercise a priority is a very good solution. How? By setting a schedule and sticking to it, okay? Like doing exercise first thing in the morning when you wake up. Okay, great. Lazy. Okay. So too busy, so we kind of have an idea for that. Now, too lazy. So how can we fix this situation of too lazy? I'm too lazy to exercise. I just can't force myself, or I can't bring myself. Shanghung says too lazy. There is no solution. There has to be. Okay, let's figure one out. Okay, so what would you recommend if a person's lazy? How can they change that? So how can they bring themselves to? Okay, so Yextan says educate them about the value of health. Okay. Rajveer says discipline them to do exercise. Roshni says motivational videos boost morale. Okay. Okay, Daniel says perhaps to find interesting company, I think is what you're saying. So yeah, Shang Hung, I know you're kind of, you meant that as kind of a joke, too lazy, there's no solution. But remember, students, in the IELTS, you have to keep focused and keep a serious mind because otherwise you will lose the answer thinking about the reality sometimes, which is there's no solution. Find an exercise partner. To encourage each other. Absolutely. Okay. So just like finding speaking partners or study partners for the IELTS exam to encourage each other to study more, study better, you can do the same thing with exercise, right? Find somebody to go running with in the morning, or to go swimming with, or to go biking with, okay? Ferdov says government should just force lazy people to exercise. Okay, that could be possible, but we can't put the pressure on the government, okay, for all of our problems. And yes, the government, society should encourage exercise. Absolutely, I agree with you, Ferdovs. But I think finding an exercise partner is a more realistic solution in the everyday life, okay? Playing soccer, playing basketball, so cardiovascular sports that require a lot of movement, right, Amira? So Amira says encourage them to play with friends, okay? Find exercise partners to encourage each other. Find an exciting activity like football or basketball, okay? Whatever is interesting for that person. All right, I think we have the gist of it. So now the thesis, right? Okay, and again, students, I take this time always. So even today, we took this 35 minutes to get to this point. But the reason why is because I'm hoping that with regular training like this, for understanding these task 2 questions and critically thinking about the right answers, you can do this within 3-4 minutes in your mind during the official exam, or if you have an essay exam in university or college, and then you can really produce a powerful essay, okay? Yeah, so Gunkai Ren says, find an interesting exercise, right? So if people are like, oh, I'm too lazy, I don't like running, it's boring. Okay, fine, do something else, right? Try biking, try playing football, try doing another cardiovascular sport. Don't give up. Okay, so now we want to write our thesis. Go ahead, students, compose that direct thesis statement that's punchy, it's accurate, gives structure. Look at the question. It's always a good idea, especially, well, I was going to say at home, but even during the exam. So it's a good idea to quickly reread the original question before you formulate your thesis. Okay, so here, why? Because of the voice, right? First person, second person, third person. So doctors agree that for a long time, for a long, healthy life, people need to do at least 20 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, whereby they increase their heart rate, such as running or swimming. Even though most people know this, they do not do a regular cardiovascular activity. In your opinion, what are the reasons for this and how can this be changed? This could easily be one of your task 2 questions on the exam. So from this, we see in your opinion, and then here we say give explanations and examples from your experience. So it's very much a first person essay. Okay, so first person voice, meaning from your own perspective. So it's an I, me, my, myself type of essay. All right. General IELTS students, pay attention. A lot of your task 2 essays are first person voice. Okay. All right. So formulate the thesis based on our critical thinking. So why? People are too busy and too lazy. Okay. What are the solutions? Make it a priority, and find a partner. Okay? So put your thesis statement together. Let's see what you end up with. Okay? Let's see what you end up with. All right. So I'm moving along. Try to do your own. Don't really pay attention to me right now. We'll compare after. Okay. All right, nice. We have a couple other members coming up with their thesis statements. Good. Sheng Hung says, although people are lazy and busy to find time to do aerobic exercise, in my opinion, setting a schedule early in the morning or joining a football club and basketball club to make exercise more interesting is a powerful way to achieve this important goal. Okay, Shang Hung, not bad. I think you're being a little bit specific, but it's not bad. You could explore and expand that in a 250-word IELTS essay. So I think that you could work with that thesis, Shang Hung. It's a little bit grammatically skewed, but it's not bad. Okay, so Shang Hung's strong band 7.5 as is. Okay. For Dobbs, although physicians and many individuals believe that it is important to make cardiovascular exercise, to increase longevity and health. People do not do it because of laziness and a hectic lifestyle. For Dobbs, get into your thesis a bit earlier. Although physicians and many individuals believe, we don't need that part. We'll have that in the background of the introduction. So here we just want to cut to the problems and the solutions for Dobbs. Okay, so problems, solutions. When you have so much going on, you just want to go problems, solutions. All right? Okay. Rajveer Singh says, the causes for not doing aerobic exercise are busy and lazy lifestyle. Very nice, Rajveer. Very nice parallel grammar. Okay, busy and lazy lifestyle. The possible solutions to mitigate this problem are prioritizing the exercise and finding an exercise partner. Nice parallel grammar. Beautifully done. So students, again, you know, Rajveer, he's doing a lot of practice. I know that, and it shows. Rajveer's thesis would be considered a band 9 thesis. Okay, it's grammatically accurate. It's very clear. The direction of his essay would be very clear at this point. It's the same kind of thesis you would see from a strong student, whether or not they're native English speaker, doesn't matter. From a strong student in second year English in college or university. Okay, that's the kind of thesis that your English professors would be grading as a 90-95% level thesis. Okay, Yextan says, I think the reasons for this problem are a hectic schedule and people are lazy, while solutions are finding an experienced partner and discovering a fantastic exercise. Okay, Yextan, good. The solutions, Yextan, I think the experienced partner and discovering fascinating exercises for lazy. So you don't really give the solution for hectic schedule, but maybe you can work one of those. Okay. Amira says, I reckon the obvious causes why people do not tend to do regular cardiovascular exercise are that they are either busy or lazy. I think the effective approaches to tackle this problem are both a good partner, okay, Amira, I think at good, and prioritizing. Amira, absolutely. You're really on the right track. Band-Aid 8.5, no problem. Okay. Okay, Amira says, are both good planning and motivating partners. Okay, parallel grammar, sure, it's there. Good planning, motivated. I would say motivated partners. Good planning, motivated partners. Instead of motivating, Amira, motivated partners. Okay. Danielle, from my point of view, people who tend to avoid cardio activities, regardless of their great benefit for life, are simply too lazy or cramming for their daily routine. Good, Danielle. Very nice start. Finish it off with the solutions. Students, here's mine. From my perspective, the main reasons people avoid cardiovascular exercise, even though they know they should not, is because they are either too busy or too lazy. I think the solutions for these are prioritizing exercise as the most important and finding partners for the added motivation. Okay. 2 sentences in my case, it's absolutely okay. All right? It's absolutely okay. Now, Roshni, although medical experts claim that regular 20-minute cardiovascular exercise is imperative to increase heart rate, even though, people do not follow it because of hectic schedules and busy or lazy lifestyles, period, Roshni. And then solutions. All right, members, that's great. I think most of you know that for the introduction, you're going to need the hook and the background. Don't panic. You have that information in your planning, especially with the topic, right? So a lot of the information that you need for the background comes from your topic. Members, please complete the introductory paragraph today. And then tomorrow, we'll write the body paragraphs and the conclusion together. Even try to work ahead, with the body paragraphs, okay? Of course, I will complete my introduction as well for tomorrow's class, and then we'll get back together again tomorrow at this time and write the rest of the essay, all right? Try to work ahead. Try to prepare your notes. So you can just put it into the chat, all right? Again, to all of our viewers, make sure to check us out on our websites, aehelp.com for academic IELTS, gieltshelp.com for general, and join our premium package there to learn all the right strategies. In 30 minutes, we will do a reading class where everybody can join the chat and we can all work together to improve our skills and knowledge. You're very, very welcome, Roshni. You're very welcome, Shanghung, Rodrigo. You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I really hope that you got a little bit more than just English. You were reading between the lines, because my hidden message for today is do cardiovascular exercise. You'll feel better, you'll think better, and regular cardiovascular exercise, members, viewers, can actually help to improve your IELTS band scores. Believe me, it's the truth. All right, much love to all of you. Hopefully see you in 30 minutes for some reading. Bye for now.